Everything together, man. My father and me, oh, I idolized him. He was such a gentleman. Oh, unless you got mad. Oh, then look out. But it took a lot to get him angry. My favorite? Clamming. Yeah. My sister and mother loved to eat clams, but they couldn't stand the sight of them, wouldn't touch them. So Papi and me cooked them. I loved being able to catch our dinner. And Papi, he taught me how to make clams casino, real spicy, man, but it just melted in your mouth. Yeah. Everything together. Until junior high. It started to feel weird. Yo no sé, like I was spending too much time with him. See, I started to realize that I wanted to be like him. I wanted to be a man. I was so attracted to girls. And we knew that was wrong. Well, I mean, that's what we were taught at the time. Hey, you gotta understand, this was 1970s, Redding Ridge, Connecticut. There was no gay center in the town, no gay straight alliances in the schools. And transgender, it wasn't part of anybody's vocabulary. I remember hearing something about that tennis player, Renee Richards. But whatever I heard made her sound like a freak. So no, the easiest, safest thing to do was to just try to be the girl that everybody expected me to be. And the best way to do that was to stop spending so much time with Papi. No quiero ir, pero coño, mujer, ¿qué tú quieres? ¿Qué tú quieres? I don't wanna move. Coño, I don't, pero, I didn't wanna move out, but every day, she was becoming more and more of a man, and I was losing her, the woman I fell in love with. Still can't believe she moved out. Cece, man, I really thought we were gonna get married. So did Maria. I mean, 7 years, man, that's a long time. Cece tries to be tough, but she's so tender, tan cariñosa, generous. She's a fabulous cook, makes the best arroz con gandules. I make the pending. But she used to drive me crazy, always standing over my shoulder, making sure I put enough ajo. What I wouldn't give now to have her over my shoulder. I never loved anybody like that. The love's so strong. It makes you unafraid of growing old. Because you know you're going to get there together. Togetherness, yeah. That's what I love about my lesbian culture, man. I mean, these are my people. I mean, I've just always hung out with dykes. It's all I've known for the last 15 years. Even when I was dating men, I always hung out with dykes. It just felt so much more comfortable. I mean, I love to just be able to talk, not bullshit, talk. Camaraderie, that's it. I never had that with men. You told me that I was the only one you could be real with, that we had something special. This don't feel special, this feels freaky, yo. How do you expect me to deal? Most of the men I work with are pigs. Construction. Took them long enough for them to deal with me as a woman and a dyke. And now, yo no sé. I mean, I've known people who have lost jobs because they came out as trans. So I haven't figured out how to tell my boss. I really love my job. It took me all my life to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. Tried temping. Waiting tables too.
Oh, waitress, you put too much butter in my mimosa.
Plus, you have to be really fast on your feet, and I couldn't couldn't figure out who wanted what, where, and I like to take my time. That's what I love about carpentry. Precision, striving for perfection. And woodworking is truly an art. Yeah, I was one of 3 girls who took industrial arts in junior high. The other 166 took home ec. Yeah, wood shop. It's the only class I ever made straight A's in. All through high school until I dropped out. But I got my carpenter's license a few years ago. Yeah, did a 2-year program at a community college. Now I'm thinking of going back to school. I'd like to own my own construction company someday. I get this wonderful feeling of accomplishment when I build something. Like the kitchen cabinets. I redid the whole kitchen, but the cabinets are my pride and joy. Or the bookshelves in the living room. My daughter's crib. I didn't even have my license back then, but I love that piece. I will never give it away. I'm saving it, hoping one day she'll give it to her baby. Sometimes I feel weird, like I'm the only girl in the entire 8th grade who doesn't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, I have lots of friends, boys and girls. Well, mostly girls. And I think lots of kids in my kid are cute, but I mean, most of the boys in my class are so dumb. Well, I mean, they may be book smart, but they're super immature. Always talking about blowjobs or farts or both. Ugh. My best friend Shayna is gorgeous, but I can't imagine kissing her. I mean, OMG would be like kissing a sister. Ugh. Then again, I can't even imagine kissing a boy either. The exchange of saliva? Ugh, gross. Shayna told me about a girl in our calculus class who just had an abortion. She's our age, can you believe it? I can't imagine being pregnant at any age. I mean, OMG. It's not that I don't think I could have children. I mean, I could probably have children, even with my career. I'm leaning toward engineer. But it's the physical act of getting pregnant. And OMG, I just can't ever imagine doing anything with anyone. Am I a freak? How do you expect me to feel? I guess I'm still hoping Cece will come back. Still hoping for some miracle. But every day that she's gone, I get scared that I'm going to spend the rest of my life alone. What if, I mean when I get the surgery and I'm a complete man, women won't look at me the same way. A man in a lesbian bar is like an immigrant at the border, seen but not heard. Imagínate, me walking in here, they're either going to think I'm a gay man, a freak, or a perv. How am I supposed to get a lesbian when I'm no longer a girl?
Why can't you just be butch?
Okay, so maybe I will pass for a butch lesbian, but what happens when I get the girl home and she sees I don't have tetas and a pussy? Nah. You see, you don't understand. I'm not a woman, and I don't want to pass for one. I'm a man. Or I will be. But I'm scared. I mean, the surgery, will it be enough for her and for me? Straight women are going to want the real deal. See them? Those dykes. Yeah. They were my friends. My buddies when I was Millie. But tonight, I told them, from now on, I am Joaquin. That one sucked her teeth. That one spit at my feet. That point, maybe she was aiming for my face and missed, Jonathan. Like I betrayed her or something. And I can kind of understand because I'm a straight, privileged man. So what the hell am I doing at a lesbian bar, right? For that matter, what are you doing here? That's your friend? She's a hooker. No, God, no, Jesus. No, you know what? I gotta go. Yeah, no, I promised my daughter I'd be home by 12 midnight. Yeah, she's still struggling. Who's gonna braid my hair? She asked. Then the really tough question. Can I still call you Mom? Then, I'll always be your mom. I gave birth to you. I didn't have the heart to tell her that one day, I hope she'll stop calling me Mom.
She hasn't really said it, but I know she feels funny whenever I call her Mom. But what else am I supposed to call her? I already have a father, and I love him very much. I can't imagine calling anybody else Dad. She hasn't even had the surgery yet. I know. It's about how she feels. She says she's felt this way all her life. That's a really long time. I try to imagine what she must have felt like when she was my age. And it must have been hell. I mean, I hate getting my period too, but I like the rest of the changes my body is going through. I like becoming a woman. I try to imagine what if I didn't? What if I couldn't stand the sight of my own body? What if every day, the more my breasts grew and my body took on its womanly shape, the more horrified I felt inside. She sure seems a lot happier now. And that's what counts, right? I mean, if being a man is gonna keep her alive, then we all just have to get over ourselves. It's just gonna take me some time before I can stop saying, Mom. I think I'm definitely gonna have to keep coming here for a while. Once, when I was about 10 or 11, I got lice from some kid in school. Mommy had to cut my hair. I looked like Horseshack. One of the sweat hogs from Welcome Back, Kotter. I cried for hours. Millie wanted to cut hers in solidarity. But Mommy said no, she didn't have lice. Chuck Dennison, the most popular guy in school, said, now the spick looks like Horseshack. It was bad enough being called spick, but Horseshack? By the end of the day, kids I didn't even know were coming up to me and saying, hey Horseshack, hey Horseshack. Someone even spray painted Horseshack's place on my locker. On the bus ride home, everyone was chanting, hey Horseshack, hey Horseshack, hey Horseshack. I was mortified. When Millie found out, she beat the shit into Chuck Dennison. I say beat into because Millie went to a nearby farm, filled a sack with horse, visited old Chuck and beat the shit out of him. Into him. Then she dumped the contents of the sack onto his face. He never bothered me again. No one ever did. I know it sounds kind of violent, but it made me feel proud to know that I had a sister who would protect me. And no matter what mistakes she's made throughout her life, I know that she's there for me when it really counts. I will always love her. Him. Her! I'm sorry, I just can't say him. Yeah. When I was pregnant, before we knew what we were having, we didn't care what we were having. We just wanted a healthy, happy baby. So, if we loved her then, when we knew she was a girl, why can't we love her now? Then she's a boy. I never stopped loving her. Then why can't you accept him? Because she's not a him, she was born a girl. But he never felt like a girl. In his heart, in his mind, he always felt like a boy. Are you saying it's my fault? Because of the fishing trips, the baseball? No, mi amor. Oye, ¿tú te recuerdas? When you were a teenager, you told me this. You grew your hair very long past your shoulders. You walked into the bodega near your house, and someone thought you were a girl. Luis Ortega, and I almost beat the shit out of him. Because you did not want him to think you were a girl. Okay, see, that is exactly how Joaquin has felt all his life. God, or nature, biology, as you believe, gave our child the body of a girl, but not the heart and soul. In all our 45 years of marriage, she was always the smart one. The girl. Pendeja! That's what everybody's calling me now, because I still love her. Him. Ha! That's just it. I love her, the woman she was, not the man she's trying to beat no more. Sorry. But then I think I fell in love with her, all of her, not just tetas and a pussy. And she's still the same person inside. I mean him. See, I keep forgetting to say him. Yo no sé, it's so hard. I've never been attracted to men, tú sabes.
Sometimes late when things are real and people share the gift of gab between themselves. Some are quick to take the bait and catch the prize that waits among the shells.
I know it's been hard for my family, but they've been coming around. I don't know how, maybe time has something to do with it. Even my father is trying. He called me last night to tell me to watch Yes. Oye, they got a Yankees classic. 1977 World Series, Game 6, when Reggie hit the 3 homers. You remember when I took you? Of course, Papi. It was one of the highlights of my childhood. Yeah, tú sabes, Reggie Jackson's half Puerto Rican. Yeah, Papi, I know. Hey, remember when you dove over 3 rows trying to catch his foul for me? Yeah. It may sound corny, but I want to be the kind of man who opens and holds the door for women. The one who holds out a chair for his abuela and his mama, his wife, at the dinner table. The one who helps his wife with dinner and the dishes every night. I want to be the kind of man who marches for a woman's right to choose, a gay person's right to marry, and the world's right to peace. I want to be the kind of man who's not afraid to cry or kiss his papi hello. I want to be the kind of man my my daughter, my whole family will be proud of. I want to be Alan Alda. ¿Tú no conoces Alan Alda? Hawkeye Pierce, MASH. You never watched MASH? Ay. Okay, ¿tú conoces YouTube? YouTube, come on, Bono. Sí, tú conoces Bono, all right. I want to be Bono. Nah, en realidad, I just want to be myself. Hey, thanks for your ear. I owe you one. Oh shit. Now I really gotta pee. Opportunity for me to hear maybe people in the audience have their own stories they want to share, or just questions they want to ask. But this is your time to to talk. And I'll just open it up. Does anybody have any questions that they would like? Yes, sir.
I thought it was a fantastic research, and I wanted to ask you whether the use of a mastectomy instead of top surgery was on purpose.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was a choice that I made early on. I might change it later on. I don't know. It's interesting. It's the first time that has come up, but it was a choice that I made in the beginning. I've been working on this piece for about, I want to say 3 years.